Alright, welcome back to Phil's Ranch Adventure, where Sid plays Fallout 4, Part 21. Good, hit the like, subscribe, and notification and all that jazz. Help out the channel, who knows? I just might replace one of those YouTubers that's like, quitting all of a sudden this year. But anyhow, here we are at the Institute and everything like that, ready to rock and roll. Ready to see what they're all about. And hang on a second. Doing a thing real quick. We'll be right with you shortly. Alrighty, never mind. Here we go. First, we're going to go ahead and pop in the information right here. It's, what's his face wanted us to do? Hang on a second. Network scanner, holotape copy. Okay. There it is. Alright, well, looks like Sturge is the synth that I know of. For some reason he needs this. Alright. Investigate what's going on here. I think here we got some knobs and wires and some gauges that don't work anymore. Got a ladder. Got ourselves 2 boss right, one go silver spoon. And I figure these fuckers have some silver spoons around here. Ooh, what's this? It doesn't do anything. Okay. And
Hello.
Hello?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Hang on. Floor, pencil, pen. Alright. Step into the spiral in the elevator. We're going down.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
A little, spicy.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground.
Like that.
Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
Hate to interrupt you, but never mind how I think it was.
Abel,
Shut that one off for now.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
Who's
But that can
we?
wait.
Who do you think you are?
You are here for a
Yeah, I know
specific,
who it is, of course, but you know.
very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean! Oh, you sick bastards. You got my thumb in here, don't you? Got a spanner. Yeah. Here it is. I'll use this for the, you ain't gonna need this. They got replicators or whatever. That requires a key. That requires a key.
Sean?
John!
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me.
The puppy!
I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Oh.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Whoa!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but
that's
disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you
I've
shall
been
have.
the whole time with
But I
fake
need
memories
you
and
to
everything. ain't I?
realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean,
But you're
I
so
am.
old.
your son.
It's really you.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality.
But Kellogg.
Here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
That extends to our appendages, because unfortunately we're not fucking sidekicks.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted.
Mutated, if you
In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father.
That's why they're so cocky.
Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
Tell by the nose.
Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute.
I mean,
It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard,
But you replaced me
I know
with
I
sense.
can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute.
Bet
And
you did.
now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the
Above
Commonwealth.
ground's the fun part.
You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people?
And
Everything
replace it.
they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Well, you know, I never did this before, so I'm gonna hit yes.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get
After
to know
all,
it.
I
Meet
gotta
the
find
people
some
you'll be
samples to help
working
somebody
with.
out.
You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Doctor,
They've all been notified of your arrival,
and
of
another
course.
Doctor.
Meet them,
Good thing I'm not
and
sick.
then we'll discuss what comes next.
That's what I'm gonna look like on a roller. Skinny. Got up here, huh? Is this your bedroom? Your fancy little bedroom? Oh, what's this? You got an iron room? That's crazy. Lose mine. Yeah, that's a Father's Day gift right there. Uh-huh. Oh, and bourbon. Ah, that's a Father's Day gift right there. Ooh, stand back, got a dick dog. That's another Father's Day gift. Oh, I wanted camera too. Thanks, Sean. You worked so hard. I'm glad for all your achievements. You give me all this stuff. What's this right? Is that a glory hole? Oh, it puckers. That's well, it's not puckering, but it looks like it could. Anyway. More good stuff. What's the data say? Meet division leaders. Alright. Taking care of my hoarding props real quick. Oh yeah, hoarding. What's in here? Shower? Oh, no Wait, I can take a shot at my power armor. Yep, all clean. Still smell like foot though. Oh, I tell you, my son is so supportive. Oh, I need a glow. Yep. Do wrong. Change the TLB. I'm worth it. No, I'm just right back where I was. Okay, never mind. Nothing better.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
He's like a mine.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
The problem is how you talk down to him makes you realize what a piece of shit you
There's
are.
a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Hi, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work?
Well, apparently they don't like finishing sentences with their audio, just with subtitles.
Operating at full capacity.
That's cool.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Yeah, talk to you later.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only. So Dr. Ayo thinks
There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Okay. Food, cafeteria, time to split stuff. Shopping?
Almost done.
Yeah, who's this?
Just need
Doctor.
to tighten up
They
this
weren't
primary
kidding.
drive servo.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's
Allie
chief
Fillmore,
engineer.
buds.
When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be.
Is he
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the
Greetings.
phase out on these
As
older
the
models
Institute's
can't come
requisition
soon
vendor,
enough.
I can provide supplies for your missions on the
Most of them have
surface.
lasted long
How may
past
I
their
assist you
projected
today?
lifespans. If you ask me,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
You got anything important? I got some steam pit.
well,
No electrical
I
weapons.
can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
there we go. All set.
Terminal's got
Unit
this
can
unlocked.
return to duty.
Alright, home.
Thanks again.
Of course.
You got this. We're gonna go with.
I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, this is like a master. Oh! The custodian room with your examiners in. Cauterizers. Apples. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sweepers. Fancy. Forward like a forward.
Remember to keep unnecessary
Robotics.
power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge. Primary level.
Bucks.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
And systems. Bioscience. Yeah,
Food
where we'll be.
supplement 77.
Nothing to report, sir.
Discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Nice.
The Fiv Lab. It's called the FUV. Okay. Run away! Huh. Looks like nobody really uses this one.
That's it.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
I thought I was stuck into like the secret bathroom.
Clear. Perimeter movement detected. Possible.
I'm out of bullets. I'm out of gun food. Wait, oh, yeah, I'm out of gun food. Got one left. Combat rifle. 296.
Stealth unit in the AO.
Ow.
Hostile.
Ooh, ain't gonna like what happens when I come out.
Island is zone. Alert level Bravo.
Trump. That'd be easy to deal with. Where you at?
Weapons hot.
Oh my, yeah. Cramp, 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 sugar bones. I'll take it all. I'll take it all. Sean didn't realize I was one of those Moochie parents now, did he? What's it? Hooked pipe wrench one. I don't even want that. Who wants a hooked pipe wrench? Alright. What? The dead kitty. Oh, I am not wanting to be any part of this fiasco. That's fucked up. You see dead cats, you know it's a bad situation.
Got it.
Hey. Novice. Stop. Nope. Let's go with
Terminal only. Yes.
Good job, Paul. Don't know who you are, but I can got your name. Whoa. 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 This explains everything. Oh man, they've got a mutated chair? That's crazy.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come.
Yeah, if I was worried about my son, it's kind of fucked up in the head.
Will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here. Glad you made it.
It's great to have you here.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
Secrets everywhere.
Seeing you in that power armor makes me think we should design some of our own.
If it were just a limb twitching, perhaps. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Oh, hell, I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Benet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Not just a moment. I never said
We're
that.
all looking
I
forward
was
to
simply
working
trying
with
to
you.
open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of
Well, you
science,
come with
not
underwear.
philosophers. You do well to remember that.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though, will you be staying with us, then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
With our third generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Hey, Doc.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
I'm just trying to get a little more off, but I like sleeping. And we're doing some games, but you know.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths aid us.
Next one up. Death retention.
Scanning unknown identity.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Carry on,
They're
sir.
dragging their feet on the
Father's
targeting
work
package
has been a
upgrades I
real
asked for.
inspiration
Maybe
for
I
me.
should take some courses
Dr.
with
Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules
Please
and
don't.
policies.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. What I gather you know, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Wonder why. Because these genes, well, there's some tough genes. And they're going off these genes, even though they're just hand-me-down. I don't know what that means, but yeah, okay.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Hi.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
It's all been just a bunch of walking around and blah blah blah. And take it easy. Take it easy.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
That looks... Lots of...
Sir.
That's just...
We are honored to welcome you here.
Oh, yeah.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey.
Huh? Yes?
Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Well, that was productive.
Yeah, you got a cool view. Blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Yeah?
Like, it seems like a cool game, but at the same time, it's just like... I've seen this Guard of Galaxy 3. It never really runs out very well. There's always those who have to suffer. Yeah, people suffer. Yeah. first, let's see if we can go ahead and talk to good old Professor. Wait, yeah.
My ride counter is spiking. We may want to move.
Alright, let's go for it. Alright, Virgil, let's get you fixed.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
I'm still looking for it.
It should be in my old lab, in the bioscience division. Please, hurry.
Ah, serum, okay, yeah, totally,
I suggest you refrain from
yeah, I forgot about that. I thought it was just like a computer program, so you think it's on serum. We'll be right back. Greetings, you. Let's do the moonwalk. Bioscience.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Finding the vial. Finding the cure for Virgil. There you go. Oh, of course it can't, because this isn't exactly the Institute anymore, now is it? All these load screens, it's never ending. That was good. Hello, robot thing.
Have you found the serum?
Sure.
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works.
The fumes here are distressingly noxious.
But
all right.
Whatever, Ada. You're gonna be doing those things.
Here we go.
It's gonna blow up on me.
And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Oh, I got, I'm a good guy, perk, right? I'm a good guy for helping you. Ah, that's so sweet. Alright, go talk about.
Protect and serve.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Ugh, a little too clean for my taste, really. Where's your pappy mess? My boy.
Good to see you.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
I wish Quentin would stop telling those stupid stories.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable resource. If at all possible, that synth should be returned alive. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Thing where people sound smart, but really are pretty fucking stupid. Oh yeah, we just seen him now go jump freaking Raider. Go rogue one. Data sense retention. Beat up with cursor. Where is cursor? Finally some action though. All this talk was just kind of really settling on very well. Spiced root beer flipped.
Very brave.
Can you see them, sir?
Ah!
Find anything useful?
There you go. Nice meeting you.
I'm already bored.
Go talk to you again? You can have fun. Be distracted. Let's see if we can take him out. I'm not gonna do it because.
You should have given up.
Hey, what are you doing? How come my dust?
I'm gonna make this as painful as possible.
There we go. I got one sights back. I'm not really with that guy.
Tough. Come on.
Crap. Duck. Ada, messing him up.
Enemies over here. Engaging hostile target.
Must have been,
I'll find you! There you are, bastard.
Oh yeah. Over here.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
Essex. Essex.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
What the?
Did you hear something?
Yeah. My legs. I ain't got no legs, Bubba. Oh. Okay. Hey, hide. Oh, you got mini nukes now? Convenient. Hey, where are you? I need to drop myself off in your inventory. Don't need those
When
anyways.
will they learn?
Careful, careful. Don't want to fall into the bottomless pit of trying to get out of here in a power armor. Whew. Actually.
Careful, sir. I don't think we're alone. Here, over here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Ed. I don't really need to collect anything. Besides, I got enough cash here. Cash here. Do that. Yeah. Where are you?
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Okay. Oh. I'll take that. I just go the wrong way.
I'm pleased to see you again.
Yep, so did that, messed up, didn't I?
Hey.
Ammo levels are good.
Hopefully Ada doesn't kill him. Oh yeah!
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm
Very
gonna guess you
impressive.
two are agents of the
Just
Institute.
like me. So, made it to the
Tell
top.
me, is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592 initialize factory reset authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Boss? Are you okay? Gabriel!
Anymore.
They did something crazy!
Don't forget to check your ammo.
Right here. Right here.
Fight.
Firing weapons. Richard, sir.
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
Really? Huh. That's it, huh? I get left high and dry? I'll eat that some. Well, I'm gonna get this holotape of Sturgis real quick before we go back, so, who knows, maybe it's got some cooler secrets to find out. Whoa, excuse me. Belly's cramping. Apparently, there was a big toot. Oof.
Yeah?
Sturgis. Sturgis, where you at, Sturgis? Okay, either way around this. Ring a ding a ding ding ding. Ring a ding a ding. Ring that bell, ring that bell. Get everybody awake. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Need something?
What's up, guys? Looking
What?
sexy.
What's going on?
Hope this rain lets up soon.
With Happy Hand Robot.
Identity confirmed.
There's Sturdy.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe, General.
Let's trade.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people... don't fix so easily.
Do I need to make a computer thing for you?
Let's trade some things.
I want to trade with them.
Hey.
Okay, whatever. Guess we'll just go ahead and go back.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
And unlike him, I'm glad to let him do his thing. But yeah, that's just really ironic. So if I stop him, I know better than him. I let him go.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
The Institute created that synth, so the Institute is responsible for what it does.
I disagree. A synth is no more inherently evil than a handgun. When a man dies by gunshot, is the weapon's maker blamed? Of course not. The blame rightly falls on he who pulled the trigger. Yes, we created the synth. But whether they intended to or not, the Railroad's agents turned it into a killer. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
I already got my own secret lair, though.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch.
You're all useless. Ow. Meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir.
No, that's
Understood.
not my room.
Your quarters are just inside, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
gotta share a bed with Evan Watson? Shh. Where's my weapons? I was promised weapons. Do get myself charged up, see if I can fly all the way up there. The project's there, just run over. Oh, yeah, we'll just take something to do.
Sean.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out. See if things can be resolved peacefully.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation where something more significant must be done. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as it were. And quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
Son.
I trust you'll resolve the situation at Bunker Hill quickly and quietly.
Well, first I want to go over my I mean, what is human conscience really?
Thank you.
Something that adapts to its environment.
It's like I can finally think straight.
It really only takes a few.
This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
If you ever really want like a good movie about like human conscience and what it means to be human and stuff like that, watch Dark City. That say does it a lot better than freaking The Matrix does. Mitch just got all the cool gunfights and all that stuff. The Dark City Oz, it's deeper. A heck of a lot deeper. It's definitely my go-to whenever I'm taking particular journeys. But not like all the time, just like every once in a while. Draws.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Ooh.
Huh?
Feather. Oh, man, that sucks. I got banged up. Guess it doesn't get repaired. That was dirty. Where you at, me? So I do want to try something first. I'll try this probably. Surge. He's got all the information. There it is.
Can it wait?
I want to trade a few things.
Hey.
What do you need?
Fine.
Is there something you need?
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Anything else?
I seem irritated.
No,
Granted?
nothing.
No problem.
You know what? That's great. We'll just go with it. Do the bunker heal. And I'm gonna make like a save right here. Just in case it does go the way I want it to. Or agree with. Oof. Gotta find out more.
This area could withstand a sustained heavy assault. Impressive.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the synths are being held below the main structure in the settlement.
Oh boy, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, everybody's just going crazy. Not gonna attack anybody though.
Let's do this. Damn it! Taking fire! Damn it! My leg! Taking damage! My leg! I'm hit!
We may have an enemy nearby. You're going to request this.
Thank you.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me...
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus. All right, Synth.
Please.
Z322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon.
Oh, I feel bad for doing this. I really do.
No sudden moves.
I'm really against certain ideologies.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
Hey, kitty. Not right now. Back out there. Ada, you sure hurt people. Oh, Ada, you can go. Oh boy, they got some explosives out there. Where do we go there? Hopefully that's minigun. Try not to risk jeopardizing my relations with the Underground, or with Railroad and the Brotherhood. And see where this goes, because I've never taken this path before. Shouldn't have any enemies nearby. You know, Wayne. But where are we supposed to go?
Best part of my day is coming home to my girl.
The ruins. Whoa, that is a crazy milkshake.
Time to die!
Careful, sir. Found you.
Look at your death! Oh, yeah!
That's the last of them.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here,
That's the guy with the
I'm
silver
reminded of how
stethoscope in his
fortunate
mouth.
I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Alright.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
I'm just curious if he's done anything different.
Being non-organic, these rats won't affect me. You, that's a different...
I'm going to get some rest.
You ain't been to bed yet?
Protect
and serve.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
Yeah, take your time.
Look, Director, I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did
Good,
last
we're all
time.
here. I think it's time we begin.
4 years
Sir,
dedicated to
excuse me,
preserving
but
this
what exactly
Commonwealth
is he doing here?
I will address that issue.
You've seen the
But
same
there are other
reports I
subjects
have.
that require our
Falling apart
attention
and
first.
fast.
The level of unrest in the
plan for what
Commonwealth
happens when
continues
that
to
war
rise, as we're all aware.
I know some of the other divisions have
All
suggested
Institute
we just
facilities
cut
remain
off all
completely
contact,
secure with
hide
the exception of
underground,
one
and pretend
notable
nobody's
breach.
home.
Otherwise, internally
That
things are as
would,
tight as
in
they've
my
ever been.
opinion, be
Dr.
a
Ayo has been
mistake.
keeping an eye on things topside.
We can't
Yes,
just give up on these people. And with the
Watchers show
androids
no
we
additional
have,
threats
we
beyond
don't
those
have to.
previously identified. We're
We'll
still
soon
monitoring
have
the
the
increased
capabilities
activity around
to
Fort
deploy
Independence.
androids to the surface
But there are no
in great
immediate
enough
signs we
numbers
should be
to
concerned.
maintain order.
Boston International Airport remains occupied, with
think
Brotherhood
about it,
presence
right?
noted at several other
Keep it in
points
mind
throughout the
moving
Commonwealth.
forward.
Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward.
After all,
To that
safety
end,
first.
where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Can't be serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Of course.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a
Every
poor
told you
choice.
to nine.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Oh boy.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment.
That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Go ahead, level up my pain train.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send you off without the proper information. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech.
Like a warehouse
You're going to the
needing a
mass fusion
power
building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after, it's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you gonna put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Oh, you said a stink, okay.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Myself quick. They help out the Institute. It apparently feels like being a bunch of heroes. Let the Brotherhood in on the action.
Nuka-Cola's the only thing I can drink that wakes me up. Otherwise, oh, haze.
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Well, it is. Can't be pretty late in the night, getting a little tired. I think we're gonna put a stop right here.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread.
Thank you for watching Village Rise Adventure. We're Sid Plays Fallout 4. Making my decision on if I want to help out the Institute or let the Brotherhood know. Hey, you know what? Leave a comment after I end this stream. But anyways, also hit a like, subscribe, and 2 other comments. Heck, who's your favorite Fallout faction? Who's your favorite Fallout character? Which Fallout game is your favorite? All these decisions and what? But also, I will say that y'all have a good night and stay vile, my friends.